んにちは。了承さん、よろしくお願い。
Good morning. English, please.
Absolutely. Good morning, and from here on out, I'll stick strictly to English. Let's dive into describing that photo whenever you're ready.
Okay, in this picture, I can see the one Caucasian middle-aged man. He is looking just void space. He's in a deep void, and his facial expression is very dark. This picture is a monochrome picture. Background is just black, and it's very emphasized, very dark mood. He has black hairs and wearing a white shirt. His left hand on his head, his big forefinger on his forehead, and I can see his thumb, but it must be on the temple. He's wearing the square wristwatch, and he's also wearing the ring into the ring fingers. He must be married. He has a wife, and it might be he has children. And he toiled for families living for a long time. He's in deep anguish over thinking about himself and his future of his family.
That's an excellent and really vivid description. You captured a lot of detail there. You noted his dark expression, the monochrome tone of the photo, and the sense of heaviness it conveys. You even mentioned the ring, which is a really sharp observation. It does hint at more of his personal story. So that was a fantastic English description.
Okay, I move to another lesson.
Certainly. Let's move on to the next lesson. We can dive into another English practice topic from here. Let's keep going.
I read my collocation word. Please repeat after me the same word. It's a very important procedure. I want to confirm you can understand my collocation. And after that, you make a suitable short English composition, including that word.
Of course, I'd be happy to do that. So go ahead and say your collocation word, and I'll repeat it after you. Then I'll come up with a short English composition using that word. Let's get started.
Offer a reward.
All right, I'll repeat. Harness the reward. Great job. Now let's create a short English phrase with that.
Please repeat after me. Offer a reward.
Absolutely. Offer a reward. Perfect. And now let's build a little phrase around it.
Please, short English composition, including my collocation, offer the reward. But please repeat this same patterns and repeat after me and make a English sentence.
Absolutely. I'm ready to do just that. So you can say the next collocation, I'll repeat it after you, and then I'll create another English sentence.
From the start, I again read offer a reward.
Sure, let's do that. Offer a reward. Great, and now I'll create a quick English sentence using that phrase.
Please show me your short English composition, including that word.
Absolutely. So let's put it all together. He decided to offer a reward to anyone who found his lost cat. Let's keep practicing like this.
Clear-cut evidence.
All right. Clear-cut evidence. Perfect. Now I'll create a short English sentence with that phrase.
Please show me.
Of course, using the phrase clear-cut evidence, we could say something like, the detective presented clear-cut evidence that solved the case.
Convincing proof.
Great. Next up is convincing proof. Let's go ahead and use that in a sentence too.
I would hear first, make a suitable English composition, including my collocation.
Absolutely. So with the phrase convincing proof, here's a sentence. She finally showed convincing proof that her theory was correct. Keep on coming.
Reliable witness.
All right. Let's use credible witness in a sentence. Here we go.
Reliable witness.
Sure. Using the phrase credible witness, we can say, in court, a credible witness can make all the difference in proving the case.
Admit your guilt.
承知しました。それでは guilt.
Just in English, please. I don't necessarily any Japanese.
Of course, I'll stick to English only. Here's a sentence with the word guilt. He felt a sense of guilt after realizing his mistake.
Admit your guilt.
Sure thing. Using the phrase admit guilt, we could say he decided to admit his guilt in front of everyone and apologize.
Prove your innocence.
Certainly. Let's use the phrase prove your innocence in a sentence. Here we go.
Not here goes, so that you have to make a suitable English composition.
Got it. For the phrase prove your innocence, let's say, in court, he worked tirelessly to prove his innocence.
Resort to violence.
Absolutely. Let's use the phrase resort to violence in sentence. Here it comes.
You always forget that you have to make a suitable short English composition, including resort to violence.
Of course, here's a short composition that includes resort to violence. In all their discussions, they promised to never resort to violence, no matter how heated the debate became.
Contain violence.
Absolutely. Let me incorporate the idea of a conversation that avoids violence. Here's a short sentence. They strongly believed that every conflict could be resolved through dialogue rather than violence.
Contain violence.
Understood. Let's include the phrase contain violence in a sentence. Here we go. The organizers made it clear that the event would not contain any form of violence, ensuring a peaceful environment for everyone.
Dirty tricks.
Sure. Let's weave the phrase play tricks into a sentence. Here we go.
Dirty tricks.
All right. Let's include dirty tricks in a sentence. Here's one. In the world of politics, some rivals aren't afraid to use dirty tricks to gain an advantage.
Deceive the enemy.
Absolutely. But let's use the phrase deceive the enemy in a sentence. Here we go. In strategy games, it's often crucial to find clever ways to deceive the enemy and outsmart them.
Okay, thank you for morning lesson. So I'd like to see you next morning again. Thank you anyway.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed our morning lesson, and I'd be more than happy to see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye for now, and I look forward to our next chat. Have a great day.